As parents, you always want to protect your children from harmful people. However, what happens if it's a parent who's causing this harm? Stella was one shocked mother when she discovered footage of her husband and their 2 children. She is mortified as she watches her husband over the screen. It must be a joke. Stella was sure that she knew her husband well enough to know he would never do such a thing. They were childhood sweethearts and knew everything about each other. However, it seemed as though she didn't know this side of her husband, and it was clear that wasn't any going back. Stella Jackson's family was everything to her. She was married to her childhood sweetheart Josh for more than 10 years, and the couple shared 2 beautiful children together. Emma was 5 years old and Ben was 18 months old. However, this perfect life came to a crashing halt. The couple faced a few challenges during their time together. They struggled to get pregnant and had tried to conceive for 5 years before they had Emma. From this moment on, their family felt complete. Nothing could have prepared them for what was going to happen. Stella was a hard-working woman who aspired to be a mother while balancing a full-time job. At times, she felt superhuman. The couple decided that Stella would work for the first 5 years of motherhood, while Josh remained a stay-at-home dad. Stella began noticing that her husband was acting differently. He seemed incredibly distant and his mind was often lingering. However, he never confessed what was wrong. That's what made what Stella discovered even more shocking. Nothing could have prepared her for what she saw. Josh was known as a devoted father, but things quickly changed when it seemed like he had other things on his mind. Stella tried to get him to talk, but he wouldn't open up to her. That's when she woke up to an empty bed and saw something shocking in her hallway. Stella saw Josh leaving their eldest child's room. The mother felt puzzled by this. What was Josh doing in Emma's room at 3:45 in the morning? However, Stella quickly brushed it off, thinking that Emma possibly had a nightmare, but she was wrong. The mother of 2 was missing out on quality time with her 2 children because her workload was piling up. However, she didn't want to miss any important problems that might be happening while she wasn't home, so she set up a nanny cam. For most parents, a nanny cam is a perfect way of keeping an eye on things while they're away. All you need to do is press record, and you can stream this footage from an app on your smartphone. However, the footage from Stella's nanny cam felt her reeling. Stella had got a nanny cam and set it up before she headed out for work. However, she didn't tell her husband about the camera because she left like she didn't need to. On her lunch break, she decided to look through the camera footage from the morning. While watching the footage, she thought that she might find some cute moments between her children and Josh. However, she never thought she would be faced with the images she saw during her lunch break. This wasn't what she had planned to see. The video footage began in the living room with her 2 children. Stella had a smile on her face as she watched her beloved children dance around the TV room. Her husband could be seen doing laundry. However, this scene quickly turned nasty. On her phone, Stella watched her husband pick their daughter and tickle her belly, which resulted in a flurry of giggles. However, what happened next was completely unexpected. There was no going back after Stella saw this. Something was wrong. Stella was frozen in her tracks from what she had just witnessed. She was certain this was a joke. She understood that she needed to show people what she was seeing. The mother was determined to not let Josh get away with it. Ben and Emma could be seen goofing around in the living room. Ben was in his bouncer and was jumping up and down to the beat. Katy Perry's E.T. was playing on the TV, and it looked as though the kids were having a blast. The music was turned up to its full volume, and Emma was waving around a pair of orange pom-poms. Stella was happy to see her children having so much fun. However, this all changed when Josh entered the video. From the video footage, Stella could see Josh holding a box. He placed the box on the table and walked into the living room. He was watching the kids dancing. His wife was shocked when he saw him step into the shot and do something completely unexpected. Josh was seen leaning down to his young daughter and started doing the robot dance. This was a delightful sight for his children to witness. The children were giggling as Josh continued dancing around. He even started lip-syncing to the song. After finishing his performance, Josh quickly tops off everything with a pirouette. The incredible dad was able to perform some pretty graceful dance moves, despite being quite a big guy. This made the entire video even more endearing to watch. Josh was controlling the room and was dancing with Emma and Ben. His young son could be seen in his bouncer, and he was bopping to the beat with his dad. The baby was grinning from his dad, making silly faces while dancing along to the tune. At one point, Josh could be seen taking his daughter's pom-poms from her and starts twirling them around. Emma then insists that they each have one. He continues to demonstrate his silly dance moves for his children with the pom-poms and quickly turns into a cheerleader. Emma and Josh are still dancing around with one pom-pom each in their hands. The song is still playing, with Stella's husband proceeding to make more hilarious gestures. Katy Perry continues to play in the background while the trio dance around the room. As the Katy Perry song came to an end, Josh finished his epic performance by dropping the orange pom-pom on the floor. This mic drop was one of the best moves that were the real cherry on top of the entire dance. The viral video displayed that hidden cameras are used to spy on people for more sinister reasons. It's possible to catch some wholesome moments. It's highly unlikely that someone wouldn't have a smile on their face after watching this heartwarming video. Stella couldn't help but share this special moment online. One YouTube user commented that Josh deserved the Best Dad of the Year award. Would you agree? It shows that Josh loves his kids with his entire heart and loves to laugh with them. Stella's goal when setting up the nanny cam in the family living room was to keep an eye on things and possibly capture a few cute moments of her children while she was away at work. However, she got something even better. The mother and wife got more than what she bargained for. This nanny cam had captured a beautiful clip of her husband demonstrating the devoted father he was. There's no doubt that this is a video she's going to cherish forever. Stella was first alarmed when she started watching the video, but it quickly brought a smile to her face. She felt she had to share her husband's dancing with the world. She shared it online with the title, "Mom finds out how dad watches kids," which many people find misleading. Many people exclaimed how happy they were that the video was misleading. Their assumptions surrounding the title were contrary to the content, which made the video even more wholesome. However, this isn't the first time something like Stella's video has happened. Joshy's unabashed dance moves with his children aren't the only time something similar has occurred. Lisa Roth has also uploaded a YouTube video with the title, "Hidden Camera Captures Daughter and Father Dancing to Justin Timberlake." This is another video showing a devoted father dancing with his daughter. However, some hidden cameras have also caught disturbing moments. Joe was traumatized and frozen in his tracks when he secretly recorded footage. He finally had clarity of what was happening to his missing food. This truth made him sick to his stomach. Joe Cummings had spent 2 years in Manhattan as an actor by day and a waiter by night. However, there wasn't any other place where Joe would like to call home. He had been dreaming about living in the city that never sleeps all his life. Joe knew that New York City was an expensive city to live in, and he did his best to save money to accommodate these costs. That's when he started to notice the food in his fridge and pantry was running out too quickly. Joe had a girlfriend named Lucy who had recently moved into his apartment. The two lovebirds were on cloud 9, but this missing food issue was beginning to gnaw at Joe. He needed to find answers. He plucked up the courage to ask his girlfriend about this missing food. Joe could hear some strange noises one night while the couple was sleeping. His heart started to pound when he heard a strange thump on the floor, a creaking door, and footsteps. He couldn't tell if he was dreaming or if these noises were real. After seeing his food was missing again, he confronted his girlfriend about the issue. She denied what Joe said. He didn't want to call his girlfriend a liar, but he realized that something strange was happening. That's when he started to create a plan that would resolve this issue. Joe still couldn't wrap his head around what was going on with his missing food. He thought that it might be an animal, but it didn't seem probable. He realized that he didn't want to speculate any longer. It was time to act. After decided on the right plan, he started putting it into action. He bought and installed a security camera with night vision. He didn't tell his girlfriend about this camera. Instead, he pressed the record button and went on with his day. After removing the camera's memory card, Joe sat down to watch the footage. He was quickly shocked at what he was seeing. There was a stranger in his home. He saw a strange woman crawl out of his storage area and enter his kitchen. Joe left a mixture of relief and terror after watching the footage. The video proved that he wasn't crazy. However, an intruder was living in his home and taking his food from him. He knew he had to act quickly. Once he finished watching the footage, he picked up his laptop and rushed to his nearest police station. He explained the situation to the cops and showed them the footage. The police understood his concerns and got to work.